Hello and welcome to today's session. Okay, everyone, welcome. First of all, this session is about how to create and monetize AI channels step by step with a guide. But before we get into the meat and bones of everything, welcome everybody. And from where you are, can you first let's do a check first. Can you actually see me via the video? Well, the webcam, more or less. And can you hear me? Okay, these are going to be key things. Otherwise, if you can't, then I don't want to be speaking to myself. So welcome, everybody. So, yes, if you're watching this as you are on YouTube, then you'll see the comment section there. Just pick it up and put a comment on there. We are streaming live as it is, and there will be a recording of this you can access at any time, okay? Okay, welcome, everybody. Got Nimrod in the house. We've got so many people joining in. I can see there are many users attending from all around the world. So fantastic. That is very good to hear. Bonjour. Okay, so first and foremost, welcome to today's session. Like I mentioned, today's session, we wanted to do something quite special and look at another avenue when it comes to creating and monetizing AI music channels, because this seems to be something that's more or less hidden. Okay, something that's people are developing quietly. And as many of you will have access to Clone Voice AI, you actually have the ability of creating your own music. But how can you take this one step further and actually monetize this? Okay, so first of all, let's do some housekeeping. So as you're watching this on YouTube, as many of you are, so please make sure if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell and make sure you hit a like, okay? If you're just joining, this just allows others to also see this. Now, secondly, as you've seen on the screen, I am in the group called the Inner Circle, okay? This boasts over 84,000 users. And in order for you to get access to this completely free, okay, you can go to the URL, it'll be on the screen right now. And alternatively, I'm pretty sure at some point the team will place that URL in the comment section. So you've got a choice of both. So make sure you hop on and you join in the group, and you're going to see all this, when it comes to all the different applications, whether it's what we're going to be discussing today, Clone Voice AI, we're going to be looking at, Video Express, Artistically, Human Power, Click Sites. There's so many different apps. Now, what this allows you to do when you come into this group is it allows you to brainstorm with other like-minded individuals that are working on projects, as many of you are, and even their own businesses. And by doing so, they are very gracious enough to share their expertise, network with like-minded people, and actually show you the workflow, what they're doing, and some of the results that they're getting. So you can actually emulate and replicate a lot of what is working, and also learn from what not is working, or what's not working, more or less. Okay, so as you come in this group, you see so much content here, and a lot of strategy, etc. Another key thing as we jump into this, I'll just show you this very quickly. So if you ever want to come and see, when it comes to media, you can actually see some of the work that's being created, where there's photos, you see whole inventory of photos, and even styles of videos. Now, when it comes to videos, you may be thinking, why would I be mentioning videos? Because if it comes to a case that, yes, we are talking about a music channel or creating music, you also see music videos that you can actually create, leveraging the applications that you actually probably already have access to, i.e. Talking Photos AI or Video Express, etc. So you can see there's a woman there using the violin. And as we scroll down, I'm pretty sure you'll see other things. She's probably singing right there. And a whole host of different media content. You've got this gentleman here playing on his guitar, microphone, and let me just play that. So okay. So I'm not going to dwell too much on that, but just give you a bit of an idea to navigate as you come through, and how you can really laser focus on finding exactly what you want, okay, as you're coming in this group. So please make sure you come check it out. And the link is there on the screen, and I'll remove that now. So that's ponder.com/Facebook, and you can come and get access to this group right now. So swiftly moving on, let's get to the interesting part of the session as we start. So as we begin, many of you may be sitting on the fence, maybe thinking, is there an avenue, is there an industry when it comes to creating music channels? And how do you go about it? Because when I first thought about it, look, if I'm on your side of the screen, right, I'm thinking, okay, I've got access to Clone Voice AI. When someone talks about creating a music channel, it can be somewhat overwhelming. You kind of think, music channel, really? Is there a lot that goes into it? Because automatically you're probably thinking, some kind of music channel, you've got to go get equipment, video recording equipment, you've got to get, I don't know, dancers. And I certainly can't dance, and I don't expect any of you to dance. Well, maybe some of you can dance, but you get the gist of it, right? So there's a lot that goes into creating these videos. So if we're smart, how can we model what success looks like that's already working out there? And how do we work smarter and less harder? And you're going to think, what do you mean by that? So how can we make your life simpler or the workflow much easier like never before, so you can generate AI music in such a way that it just becomes a automated process for you, like a couple of steps essentially, right? It sounds cliche, however, let's jump straight into this. So as we jump into this right now, let me know in the comment section, are you excited about today's session and are you ready to go? So when everybody goes to the chat box and says, yes, I'm ready, then I'm going to go dive straight into this. Okay, so it's all about you now. Let's jump straight into this. It's just about you letting me know. So don't be shy. I know you're all here. We're all excited. And we'll aim for, ideally, I know sometimes the session can be 2 hours. We'll try to do 90 minutes, optimize it a little bit as much as we can. But the thing is, as you know, we never leave until all Q&As are answered, and we try to be as thorough as we can. Okay, fantastic. Everybody is jumping up and down saying, yes, let's go. Okay, so what we'll do now, you're going to have some patience with me, because first we need to kind of lay the foundations, see what's possible. So there is going to be a resource document. Don't worry, it's going to be made available to you. So don't panic. Right now, I'm just going to go through this and then I'll make it accessible to you. So if you're creating a music channel, now there's all types of different music you can create. Okay, there's all different versions. And what it comes down to is, as you're going through the process, if this is your first time, then, it's about trying to first do a little bit of research. Find out what it is that you could see you doing, or maybe a hobby or passion or something that excites you. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that. Okay, we can conduct enough research to see what's working out. Then we can then emulate or model that success out there, and then we can just replicate what's already working. So sometimes you don't have to do things, I know it sounds a bit controversial, you don't have to do things that are exciting. You can do things that work, because then what works will translate into success, and then what success will translate is into returns, right? Return of investments. I think that's what many of you will be looking for. So let's first of all look at some of the examples that I've got here for you. So first of all, if I go and let's check this. So this is going to be an example. Let me actually open this up for you. Okay, so this is an example of what an image would look like. So what you'll find is that if you're creating a music channel, it doesn't need to be visuals, like animated visuals. It doesn't need to be a whole range of a production with video clips, media, B-roll. It doesn't need to be any of that, believe it or not. What you will find that videos like this, and I want you to pay attention now, something like this, okay, as it's playing, it's about 28 minutes long. Just hear me out. 28 minutes long. And as I scroll through, look, nothing changes. And you may be thinking, okay, what's the relevance? What do you mean by this? The only difference is you might see a subtle glare, a glaring occurring, right? Some level of animation, or that could be just the pixels. However, it's just a static image, right? Now, what I want you to pay attention to with this is that this person, number one, only has around approximately 2,000 subscribers, okay? The key thing I want to mention is why we're paying attention is to the views. Something like this that just has one static image, okay, that's a 28-minute track, okay, has 134,000 views. So what I'm trying to reinforce to you is that you don't need to go crazy. You can if you want, that's completely fine. We're all a little bit crazy sometimes, but it's about creating something so simple where you could just take a simple image, right? We can take a simple image, we use Clone Voice AI, we create our music track, and then we just layer an image on top. That's it. People are happy, even with the simple element that you're seeing right now. And you can see, when the person created it, you can see on the graph how it just jumped up, okay? And something with Clone Voice AI that you have access to, you can create as many tracks as you want and just create the level of images that you want. Now, I can take this image. I'll show you later. I can even take this image and I can even replicate this using Artistly, Mirror Magic, and I can create my own version. Very, very simple. Okay. And then you can see all those comments there. Okay. That's one version. Now, if I take another one, let's go ahead and let's have a look at another one. So let's close that. And this one is just looks like a morning coffee, to be honest. Nothing too exciting. Okay. So you can see, look at this. With this one, a simple intro, okay, title in the morning, and we've got some kind of dust particles, or a layer of particles. It's a static image of what appears to be a female, okay, with lavender flowers, a book, and the only element or the only animation is some text overlay we can easily do and some animated particles. That's it. Is everyone following me? That you don't need to get stuck up on creating long-winded animated videos. You can create simple visual elements where it's just one image, maybe one little minor little animation element, and we can just loop the same image with the element again and again and again. And something like this, okay, has garnered within 4 days over 66,000 views. Okay, 66,000 views. And what you'll find, depending, because we will, I'll come to this in a minute, but depending on the genre of music that you create, so people are creating like things like religious, it could be work study, nighttime driving, hip hop, rock, it can be instrumental, calming, ambient lighting, sleep sounds. They're huge. I mean, I don't know about you, but there are times that I've gone to bed and I've put a sleep sound on, like a fan running or maybe a fireplace, okay, which we'll get more into. But I'm trying to open your mind to the ideas that, we can create these simple. I know everybody there that's watching right now on the other side were thinking, yeah, I could create one simple images. I didn't know it was going to be that easy, okay. And here we have, look at this, a simple graphic of a house, okay, in the middle of what appears to be a farm. The only animated elements here is going to be the birds, okay, and these text overlays can be static. Now, if I forward, you can see that gets removed, and that's it. That's all it is. It's just a loop. It's a looped animation of birds that are just hovering around. And again, we're going to look at the data, and the data is going to tell us for this particular music track, it's just a relaxation, okay? It's just a relaxation classical music, which has garnered within 11 months, okay, 2.5 million views. And you'll see even by the indicator on here, like sometimes it doesn't need to be overnight. It can be gradual, month by month. It can jump, okay? But what does this translate into? It translates into income, okay, leads, revenue, AdSense. So this person, if I was to go then to their main channel, I'm pretty sure they will have a whole array of different music tracks. And you can see that. There you go. Okay. And it's predominantly the same. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Just a simple thumbnail with some probably animated element. And if I go to popular, let's have a look. Okay, you can see 5.3 million, 4.7 million, 3.7, 3.2. Let's look at their top one. Okay, that was done a year ago. Let's have a look. What's the difference between this one? And here we are. We've got a horse just standing in the middle of the field, and we've got these. It's the same animated elements of those birds, isn't it? It seems to resonate quite well with the audience. And it may be a case that, some people are just playing it in the background, etc., etc. But the point I'm trying to reinforce, I don't want to long this out, but it's just trying to reinforce that you can use these static images with one kind of visual element that's animated, which we can do easily using things like Video Express, and we can then bring our music tracks to life and keep it very simple, very grounded. Okay, it doesn't need to be overly excessive. Now, a simple photo that we've seen, and then you have things like looped animated videos. And some of the things that you need to remember, there's everything here is going to be categorized. So you've got looped animated videos, looped action videos, looped AI clips, location AI videos, geolocations, etc., etc. And you've got things like, depending on the track that you're using, you can use a luxury type or royalty-free footage, which I'll show you in a minute. So target region. So some of you may not even be aware, but it's a huge kind of niche to get into, or different area where people are actually creating music depending on the location, different cultures, civilizations, different countries, different areas. And this is something we can look at and entertain, of creating different types of music around. So if I go and select their main channel, let's have a check and review. Let's go to videos. And here we have, check this out. We've got Nordland, Rabat, and we got Lost in Istanbul, Bazaar, Lost in Sahara, Maybe, Unseen, and check all of these out. Very simple. And what was the key thing that I mentioned to you? The stuff like this, it does not need to be complicated. It's a static image and maybe some kind of slight visual element. But remember, the key thing here is that there are elements here where you can focus depending on the genre, depending on the type of music. You can actually then create music based on different parts of the world. Okay, so you can find maybe one country and then find different, or find all the all the locations or villages or secret areas of a particular country, and maybe each part of that country, within that country, those subsections have different parts of music for different tribes or something like that you can replicate. Okay, and you can see that as it goes throughout. And something like that, look, over 351,000 views within 3 months. And I guess if I click this, let's have a look. Let's go back to that. Let's see some of the stats. Okay. And be patient with me first. Let me explain and go through this information with you. And then we are going to go through a live case study where we're going to build this out. Okay. So don't stress. But this is also very, very important. Okay. So you can see, look at this. It's just one image, slight movement of the image, nothing too drastic, maybe a piece of cloth that we can see moving. It's got a sound wave there and a text overlay. That's it. And as I would imagine, if I skip halfway through, we're going to see that time and time again. Okay. Okay, we've got a blinking of the eyes, which can easily replicate. If we go through, it will be the same motion, essentially. There we go, blinking of the eyes. That's it. That's it. Really simple, really easy and doable. Now, another one that's quite popular, you're going to see is absolutely huge, believe it or not. And it's really interesting with this one. I'll explain why. Now, it appears this channel is focused on movies. Now, what I would suggest, especially with stuff like this, and some of the other key things, that these links will be made available to you, so you can even use them as your own research, okay, when you're going through this. But what they're able to do is take that graphic image, one image, static image, and they just have a looped animated waterfall going on. So you can take any element from the image and have it on repeat, and just layer your song on it. And that's it. Nothing too complicated, nothing too crazy. And you can see something like this has garnered 1.2 million views within 2 years, okay? And you can see that how it's just gone up like that. And if I go to the channel, let's look at some of the other movie star related content or music that this person has gone and created. So give that a few moments to load, and you'll see, you can see, depending, it's not always going to be accurate, this stuff, but just stuff like this, depending how they're doing it, they're just making money for free, isn't it? Just uploading. So you can see, look, we've got the Gladiator, Spider-Man, the X-Files, is that Star Trek? Yes. Resident Evil. Let's go to the Gladiator. Let's have a look. Okay, this is just within a day, 1.2 thousand views, and you can see the music that they've done. And also, you got to be cautious sometimes when it comes to copyright. So sometimes on some of these ones, you can see that the in order to avoid creating an image with the likeness of the character from the movie, i.e., I think it was Russell Crowe in the Gladiator, you can see that this subject has his back facing. Okay, so you don't see the front, so that can also avoid any kind of issues. But you can see, look, Gladiator, calm, ambient music. So that's another huge one. Ambient music is huge for deep focus and relaxation. I know if I'm sometimes on the computer, I will also, play something quietly in the back. You don't need to do anything drastic. Okay, and you can see all the music and artwork is here for all rights reserved. So remember, when it comes to copyright, with Clone Voice AI, you will have full rights to the music. Okay, and let's look at some of these live actioned looped examples now. Okay, so as I go through this, we're just going to go through a couple more so you have the understanding that when you're doing this yourself later on, as we go through the live case study, that you can also replicate and model this stuff yourself. You don't need to get stuck. You'll have all these variety of different options. And when you're playing back, some of you will play back the YouTube video, watch this later. You can pause it at certain intervals, and you can then, you can work through as slowly as possible. So with this one, you can see it's a soft lofi beat. That's another really good, popular, trending, very hot type of genre. And for this one, all it is, it's just a journey, just video footage of driving. And that's all. Funny enough, that's all it is. And you have a background track playing, okay? And for something like this, you can see let's just round it off to 1.6 million views. Okay, for something like this. Now, let's look at the other example. You'll see here's another one. This one is just a waterfall. That's it. And some of the key things is, look, like I mentioned, sometimes you want to model success and see what's working, right? What the key things, one of the key keywords here is relaxing waterfall sound or relaxing white noise. White noise is huge. Okay, whether you're asleep, maybe for a baby, traveling, etc., etc. I know people even listen to sleep sounds or cabin sounds on a plane, right? But something like this, someone can just have the audio looped, okay, for 10 hours, just 10 hours playing. And some of you that even have YouTube Premium and stuff, you can actually play this stuff in the background without even YouTube closing, okay? And here we have 25 million views just from that. So here we can have we have a niche about people that are having difficulty sleeping. So they'll come over to YouTube and they'll find some of these videos. They want these long videos they can play that will help them to sleep. And also additionally to that, okay, this one possibly around, let's just say based on this data, even if it's off slightly, estimated monthly earnings, they might be making up to $117,000 per month. Okay. So here we have sleep better while traveling. So on a bed, we've got rain. So even with the image, it could just be slight raindrops. So nothing drastic. Look, we've got a dog there and just rain on the window coming through. Okay. We've got a fan, shooting star, and we've got some sound waves. So can you see that? So this will allow you to kind of have ideas. Okay, I could just create a simple animated video, looped AI video, and I could just use that for creating it. Okay. And let's look at looped AI clips. So that's a good one. So with YouTube, you can create videos where you don't place ads, okay? You can create, you don't have to create ads. Now, the other part of it is that obviously ads, they get AdSense. Or if you're using something like I'm doing, you've got YouTube Premium, guess what? With the YouTube Premium, it removes all types of ads whatsoever. So you don't have any issues with that, okay? Okay, let's play this one. Now, what I want you to focus on is you've got all of these. You've got all of these with smoke. Okay, it's just one static image, right? Okay, you got one static image. Let me show you that there. Okay, can everyone see that smoke right now? So something like this is really interesting because what you don't realize is, even though he's there and he's sitting, it's just a subtle movement, okay? It's a subtle movement of the guy doing nothing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that's all he's doing, back and forward. Now, something like this, 610,000 views 2 weeks ago. Then you can see how it just shot up. And remember, how do we model what's working? We look at what the music is or what the genre is or what it's for, the purpose. And a lot of it pertains to ambient music, meditation, sleep, calm mind. So we can model all of this stuff. We can see all of this stuff that's in there. And there's actually a breakdown. There's a track list essentially. Okay. Let's look at another example here. And this will also reinforce that you don't need to complicate it. It doesn't need to be a series of different, full music video production. It can just be a simple image or loop clip, and that's it. You can just layer it again and again and again, okay? This one, he's walking up. Let's see if he does anything else. Okay, once he approaches, he's stopped. Looks like his cape is flying. And that's it. If I zoom now, or let me go into the track, that's it. So he's got a couple of tracks at the start that are the openers that set up the scene, and that's it. Now this is on loop. It looks like some religious signage that's now rotating anti-clockwise, and also with him, it's going clockwise. Okay, now let's have a look at another one. Okay, now check this out. You see that? So what's interesting about this is what we have is 410,000 views for this. Okay, 10 days ago, right? And I think what's his name, Paul Shelby, or they've got that series, isn't it? Thomas Shelby, or I can't remember who it is. But it's got a sound wave there. Okay, fine. Nothing too drastic. It's just one static image, black and white, with some reddish there, and some text. I can't see anything else. But again, it's just gentleman, dark blues, music for men who remain silent. And you can see how he's edited it, where he's got a thumbnail from the video source. All content copyright, do not reuse our videos. Okay, fine. The reason why we look at this kind of stuff as well is because we can model a lot of this stuff. We can see what's working, some of the tags that are being used, and we can kind of model this and use it in Clone Voice AI for our own stuff. Okay. So yeah, oh, that's it. Yeah, Peaky Blinders. That's it. Someone told me. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. We'll just do a couple of more, and that's it. Okay. So please, thank you. Be patient. But I know this will just help you. I want to kind of show you the different elements or the media clips you can use, especially using Clone Voice AI, where you don't have to overcomplicate everything. Okay. And I'm going to show you also resources where you can actually get clips like this for free. Right, for free. And just think about it, getting views. I mean, it's not a case, don't expect your first video, it may do amazingly well, it may do horrendously bad, but what you have to understand is your first video. No one's expecting any of us to be some kind of AI music channel overnight, some where we're going to get a Grammy. The fact is, the success will be in the execution of doing it and getting it out there. That's the first step, isn't it? And then it's easy. And look at this. This is just a virtual walk, isn't it? Or video clip of going through, I don't know where it is, some villa in Italia. Okay? That's all it is. There's a series of clips, and I'm pretty sure as you go through, you might even have the same 3-4 scenes that are just on loop. Yeah, the same old lemons, same old walking. It's just on a loop. It's like 5 different clips that are just on a loop, just on a loop, just on a loop. And look at this. Coastal music, luxury coastal views, Italian seaside villas, jazz. Okay, 187,000 views. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. So just imagine now. Okay, let's just imagine if you've got a video that's something like this. Let me show you. Okay, so in terms of this, I'm just going to let this load so you can see the towel, and then it kind of make a bit more sense. This is a really interesting one. This is something many of you may even look at, things like law of attraction, manifestation, etc., right? So in terms of this one, we've got Billionaire Motivation. It's a 1 hour video. Okay. And what the key thing is here, Billionaire Lifestyle Visualization, Manifestation, Billionaire. Okay. This is garnered within 5 months, 368,000 views. Some of the tags are luxury lifestyle, billionaire mindset. Now, I'm pretty sure there are many, because we've all been there where you had a vision board or something like that, where they'll come and they'll watch it. I mean, it will become religious for them. They'll have to come and watch it. They want to watch it. They want to watch it. Now, this kind of video is important as well because it shows you a couple of things. That when you're creating content sometimes, the clips can communicate, or the clips that you've seen can be congruent with the messaging. So you've got the song, and then you've got the messaging. So what the lyrics are can match the visuals. Does that make sense? So here we have a video around, billionaire lifestyle. So the visual should be, anything hyper wealthy, like hyper cars, maybe a luxury villa, a yacht, as you're seeing, expensive watches, supercars, different, a private jet. Okay. Maybe partners, male or females, whatever it may be. So you get the gist of it. So we can find those clips like you're seeing now, and we can put it all together and just have a number of clips that are just creating that visual messaging. Okay. Now we've got a couple of options. We can create these videos using Video Express, or alternatively, like I mentioned, I'll show you another resource you can use. So as you go through, so with all of these, even Sid was very kind enough to put these together for you today. I know he's not here, but a huge thanks to Sid for putting all of these together for everybody here. So you've done a bit of research, and some of these things. It's just nice that you can find stuff like this and you can actually use it for yourself. So anyone that wants to maybe make a singing track now, for example. So say, for example, you've seen this before using Talking Photos AI. If you have somebody that you create a music track, maybe a guitar, piano, whatever it is, you could just create that one graphic image where they're just repeatedly on the guitar. Okay, nothing crazy, nothing extreme, but something like this, AI created. You can have 2.5 million views, etc., etc. Okay, hundreds of thousands of views by creating it. We just have that same character on repeat, singing the song. Okay, so look, AI Diva Music Factory, all created. Or this is all AI generated, okay? And Talking Photos AI, as you're aware, will do the same thing. So if I go ahead, let's have a look. If we go ahead and have a look. Okay. Okay, because we're streaming as well, sometimes it's a little bit slow. Oh, there we go. There we go. So stuff like this, I think they just added Simon Cowell and all the rest of them. There we go. Okay, 100,000 views for this little thing. Okay, this little video. And you can see, look, even there's some slight distortions, and Talking Photos is completely human realistic. So it doesn't matter. People don't care. The fact that they've got it out there and it's generated about 100,000 views says a lot. And here's some sites that you'll see. Okay, so here we have some sites called Pixabay. Okay, that's going to be one of them that you can access. So Pixabay will actually give you some really good content. So remember I mentioned, we saw that lifestyle video about billionaires and stuff. You could easily come to Pixabay, and you'll see, if I was creating something like that, I could take these clips, I can go put them in Video Express alongside my music track, and then I can put a collage of different elements. Remember the moving traffic looped clips of traffic? Check this out. Look at that, free download. Okay, so you can see with the content license. Let's have a look. Use content for free. Use content enough to attribute. Okay, so make sure you go through them anyway. But you can see, okay, the main thing is you can't sell it or distribute the content on a standalone basis, right? So you'll go through that and you can see you're not obviously selling it. You're using it for your own personal projects. You're not gonna you are gonna modify it and adapt it and add them to your content. But something like this, check this out. Okay. There's so much you could choose from. I mean, even, you know, we saw that billionaire video. Yeah, we don't want to go to this one. So see, if you were getting stuff like this, then you would pay a lot of money for it. But I'll tell you another thing, okay? I'm going to tell you another really good secret. If I wanted to, because these are sponsored, I can take an image of something like this. Let me show you, actually. Actually, instead of me just saying, I'll just show you. So if I saw anything that I liked, like this, what I could do, I could come to, I'm just going to show you this very quickly. I come to Artistly and I go to create from prompt. I just want to show you this very quickly so you get an idea. But instead of me just jumping ahead, I just want to kind of show you this quickly so you have an idea of it. I upload it, I describe it. Okay, so we can take any image, any graphic, and we can reverse engineer it and make our own. And you're thinking, but why would I do that? What was the purpose of that? So when we're creating oh, that's the wrong format, that is. Oops. Okay, so we do that again. Do 4 high. 16 by 9 is what I want. I want mirror magic. I let this upload because every image, even if it's a loop image, if it's that, you know, if we go through this now, we go through all of this. If we want looped, animated photos, AI clip, location, AI videos, etc., right? We can do all of that stuff. Okay, here we have it. Use prompt, and then we go generate. So we are going to go through the strategy and the system behind this, but I just want to quickly show you. So if you're going through sites like this and you're thinking, oh, you know, you've come across this sponsored ad, oh, I really like that image, but I'm not paying $100 or $7. You don't need to. We can make our own version of it. Okay, all of this stuff. So you can see, you know, some of these clips, anything that we need that we feel would suit, it would suit our video. We can just simply go and we can select. Obviously, you've got a search bar here and it's in luxury, but you'll have all different types. Okay. And you see even sound effects or anything if you really want to muster something even more up. Now, with this, let me go here. So there you go. Check it out. We've got different versions, isn't it? Okay. Okay. So having said that, let me just check. Yes, we've gone to the end. There's another one. Let me just show you this one, actually. Let's have a look. Paste. Okay. I don't think it wants to load. Aha, there we go. So this is another great site you can use. Okay, you can come in and you obviously can put any keyword or search term that you're looking for. This one is obviously going to relate to luxury because that's what's in there. With the videos, you can see if I was creating that video when it came to the billionaire motivation, then that's exactly what I would do. So you can see all of this stuff here. So if I wanted that, just simply select it, review it. If I'm happy, I can actually then download it. Okay. And stuff like this, you know, you'll have different dimensions and stuff, which depends on what device that you're using for. And then you can go through it. So remember, everything that we're showing you here now, in terms of these two platforms, they're completely free, right? They're free for you to use. But these are in addition. If you have like things like Video Express, you can use Video Express, right? If you don't have it already. And then things like Artistly that will help you with image generation. And then you have things like even ChatGPT, if you want, that can also assist you. It's completely up to you. But we've tried to give you enough avenues where somebody quite rightly mentioned financially it's becoming challenging, right? Because sometimes you can't get access to everything. You can't pay premium media clips and things like this. So it's just about trying to do more with less and optimizing what you already have so you can take it much further and farther. Okay. So, you know, those loop videos that we saw, you can see even sound waves. You'll see some of this that I'm going to show you later on. Okay. because I thought this was, I had a thought about, creating sound waves. How many videos do you see where you have sound waves that you can add? So even if you go to Pixabay, you can actually search in for sound waves and you can add these. And yes, someone else made a very good point. Yes, you do have in Media Library or Video Express, you do have video here stock. Okay. So you can search there as well. Let me just go back. And also with this, if I go to video, you'll see, cars, emotions, different stuff. Okay. So it just depends. If you have access to it, great. But I just want to show you got it's an abundance of content. So there's no excuse of not doing what you need to do, and you don't need to create long videos. You can actually do this quite easily. Okay. Quite easily indeed. Now, if I just close these now, I'm going to show you something. So as I scroll down, now what you will see on this, okay, what you'll see, let me actually get this document for you actually. Stand by, let me get the link for this document and we'll share it in the chat box. And also at the end of this session, I'll put it into the description field of the video. Okay, so here we go. Here's the resource document. I'll put it in the I'll put it into the chat box right now. Please have a look. Just let me know if everyone's seen that. Okay. Now, as you scroll down, you're going to see something called this. Okay, it's called well, not called. It's Infinity AI Music. Now, I want to proudly show you this and congratulate myself. Right? You may be thinking about, well, why? Right? I am now a music producer. Okay, so for the purpose of today's session, I created a music channel. Just last night, to be honest. Look, 19 hours ago. I thought, how hard could it be? So what I'm going to do is not only am I going to show you this version of what I did, but I'm going to show you some of the other versions that we've gone through. All those different. See all of these. We've got all these different versions we can create with a simple video loop, animated photos, live action loop videos, AI clips. We'll go through all of them and find out some examples so you can see which one fits the best for you, right? But as I went through, and I'll walk you through this, or if you're creating your YouTube channel and how you can find syndication channels and things like this, okay, the entire process. But as we come back to this one now, so Adrian goes, congratulations. So if I'm honest, this was actually you can be a part of this. I think maybe we can have something where if you got anything that you want to add, we can add it and make one collective channel. But it was an example. So if I play this now, you can go to the link and watch it. I'm going to show you how I created it. Now, everything that you see in this and here, the visuals and the audio were created using Clone Voice AI. And secondly, this was created, or the visuals were all created with Artistly AI. And then the animations and the images were brought to life using Video Express. And the whole production or the output, the video, the audio, the animations were all done using Video Express. Okay. So many of you have a lot of these apps. You don't need to, like I mentioned, you can just have that one clip. You don't need to create a series of clips. You can have those, that one photo, static photo. Okay. And that's it. And it will still be fit for purpose. You'll still do the job. You saw the results. We saw hundreds of thousands of views on just a static images. But as you go through this, you'll think, you know what? I mean, even if you're watching this listening to this, it's quite a calming track. Because what I found as I was doing a bit of research, lofi study beats is actually quite good. I don't know. It seems like a very hot trending topic from the research that I did, the analysis. And you can imagine creating a channel that is just based around this. So, you'll see, you can go through it and then I'll show you some of the motions and we'll look at the different angles that you can also do if you're creating it. But remember, this, believe it or not, was such a simple process. It was unbelievable. All right, so what we'll do, we'll close that down now. And here's another thing. The title, the images, everything that you're seeing, Okay, here we go. The banner, the graphic, the thumbnail, the description, it was all created using AI. Okay, all the apps that we have, Artistly, Artistly, Video Express, whatever, even ChatGPT to help with some of the copywriting, right? All done using AI. And you can see, look, joined 23rd, a brand new account created just like that. Okay, and we don't expect to go crazy overnight, whatever it may be, but it's just about taking that first step. So what we do, if I was doing this from scratch, what would I do, right? So how did I get from creating this, or more importantly, let me find where is good old Video Express. If I go to open, you can see this is what it looks like. And that's it. Okay, all it is a series of clips, our music track, and we're done. You can see there's an animation of the car in the back. Okay, we're going to start new now. So let's say we're doing this for the first time. You can see, look, we have a whole starter guide. Okay, so look, if we were going to start this from scratch, how would we do it? So let's go and do this. I'll do this right in front of you, actually, so you kind of get an idea. Okay, so just let me know in the chat box. Is everybody with me so far? Okay, just let me know that you are with me. So as we're going through the document, some of the things is obviously looking at the music, finding out what we're trying to figure out. So kind of the steps we need to do is like, let's look at some of the music we want to create, the genres we want to create. Okay, everyone's okay. Please go. Okay, so please go slow. Okay, so you can remember use ChatGPT like an assistant. So the first thing, if I wanted to create music or a channel, I can create a simple YouTube channel. Now, to create a YouTube channel, it takes no time at all. You'll just simply go to your settings, go to YouTube, and you can go ahead and create your channel. As you come down, what you're seeing here, right? When you're coming here, it'll ask you for a banner image. Banner image, you'll see the dimensions here. We can go create this in Pixel. We can go create this in Artistly AI. Okay, you got the advanced image editor as well that you can use, and what that would look like is this. Okay, so if you want to create it from scratch, you can do so. So when you select start creating here, you can go to custom width and height. Custom width, let's go, where's the 2048. Okay, 2048, and then we have 1152. Now, what you're going to find is, this is really interesting, all right? When you're creating it, here you can see, when you're creating it, I put this in a document anyway. As you scroll up here, you see, if it's not correct, it will cut it off, right? So the title is always going to be centered. So if you go here, look like this, it'll always be in the center, otherwise it won't show on your devices. So if I go change, if I went to select another one, can you see that? This is the key, viewable on all devices. So your title will always have to show here. And many places you can find the templates for this. It depends what you're using. You could use AI if you want, Artistly, like I've shown you, or some people have different apps. But what you'll see, if you're doing on TV, it works perfectly fine. but the text should be centered and within this dimension or this frame. Okay, if it's not in there, then it's a bit of a headache. It will get cut off. So, it's a bit tedious. It took me a little while as well. But once you've got a template, it's much more easier to do it. And the same is all of this created by AI. If you go into Artistically, you can have a picture maker in there. Go back to the dashboard. All of this stuff can be done. As you're going through it, let me show you Create Design, okay? You can use Create from Prompt. You can look at other people's logos. You can replicate. You can create your own logo. Here's some examples. You can go to the Design Agent. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, that will be fine here. I think this is sufficient here. You can use the logo tab, or you can create your own prompt. Very easy. It will take you no time at all. You've got those two options. If you have something you want to model, remember you have Mirror Magic. So if you wanted to create from prompt, use Mirror Magic and you can copy something else. But it's about coming up with a name. My one, it took no effort at all because there was no real thought process behind it. Infinity AI Music. And believe it or not, if I go to ChatGPT, okay, let's type this. I am using Clone Voice AI to create a music channel. Can you help me create a name for it? Then we need to select a genre. So depending, sometimes it can be, it's like which comes first, chicken or egg? Do you first figure out what the genre is and then base the name on the genre, or do you do the name first and then the genre? It's completely up to you. Okay, here you got some. Look at this, really good ones. Premium brandable names: Echo Frame AI, Vanta Sound, Noir Pulse Audio, Auralax Studio, Zenith Echo. These are really good ones. Pulse Fable, and then you got some chill out names if you go down that route. Voice Forge AI, Neon Voice Studio. Okay. So once I've done that, then obviously I'm going to come back. If I was doing my own channel, as I come down, it's going to ask. So yeah, let me show you actually. This is what it will look like when you're doing your own channel. It's going to ask you for your name. Okay, you're going to put your name in there because whatever name you put in here, especially when it comes to the handle, it will then link. You'll see to your YouTube title here. Okay, your channel name. Okay, so you can use that now. And then you'll have a description of what you want your channel to be about. Then if you have social media links, you're going to put links. Say, for example, if you've got Instagram, Facebook, maybe, I don't know, Snapchat or X, whatever it may be, you can put all of those in there. Then you have your contact information and also video watermark. So the same profile image I had here, I placed it as a watermark. So it'll be on my videos. If someone tries to download or something like that, we'll always have that. And that's it. Once you've done these basic steps, you publish. That's all you have to do. It is that simple. Once you've done it, you can obviously, if you've got a good thumbnail, here I just create this. You can find some example. You go into Artistically, and let's have a look in the design agents. I have YouTube thumbnails. I can recreate a thumbnail here. Okay, I take any thumbnail, and then I can reverse engineer. So say, for example, if I go take one of these ones now, let's have a look. Let's just take this. I just want to show you. I'm not going to generate, but if I take this, check this out. Look. Okay, so I can generate the prompt. Check this out. It's got me the prompt. I can change anything on there. And then I can choose the thumbnail or the name of it, make a copy of it. And that's it. Okay, so I can customize it and I can make it my own. Check that out. Done. And how quick did that take? That compared to the original. very identical, similar. So we can model it. And anything here, you can see main title text, we can change and customize it. Classical music, quiet mornings, essential classic presents, etc., etc. Okay. So once I have my channel now, okay, once I've built my channel, as you've seen it, I simply upload I go to create, and with create, you can upload the video, your music track, obviously, and then you put your thumbnail. Now, before we even get to the video, we need to start building the video, right? We need the music track. So don't worry, that's what we're going to go through now. So I just want to show you first, how do you create the house now. Let's go get the foundations. Use AI if you have to, ChatGPT, if you've got a particular genre in mind. We've got so many to choose from, and see what works. Okay, some of it is because what's popular, and you can see, look, if I asked AI, which genre is very popular? Not high view rate, high view. Should be listen rate, isn't it? Okay, so it's giving us, like, hip hop, rap, pop, electronic, lofi, cinematic motion. We saw some of this ambient, most popular. Okay, algorithm. So our algorithm popular is lofi, ambient, cinematic. So all the other ones that we saw, the movie style ones, ambient, white noise, etc., etc. So chase what's easiest to win. So it told me focus on this. So it's actually telling me, hey, just go for this less saturated, etc., etc. Emotional AI music. Okay, so having said that, let's now. Okay. Let's now create a song. Standby. I want to show you how easy this is. So now what I do is on standby, okay? So I come now to Clone Voice AI. So anyone that's not seen Clone Voice AI, you can actually check this out at your own discretion. You'll see a link in the description. If I get this here, let's have a quick look. Okay, Clone Voice AI, as you come down, you can do voice cloning, create music. I mean, there's loads of stuff you can do. Change your voice. You can actually public library in there, multilingual voices, emotional, sound effects, etc., etc. Okay, so you can come check this out. The link will be in the description. But for this one, let's go ahead and let's log in. So while we're doing that, okay, so here we got all these different options, but the main focus that we want is create music. So we're going to select create music. Now, what I'm going to do, I mean, if you want to be really lazy, and you're going to laugh at this, because you can really make things so much more easy. What I'm going to do something. What I am going to do, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a screen grab of this. And I go back here and I drag and drop my screen grab. Can you give me everything to fill out? And with the lyrics, they will be AI generated. So let me show you. So you have features here. See, your lyrics are AI generated. See the difference now, your lyrics, okay? But with AI generated, what's your song about? I don't need to start creating lyrics. I can just get the AI to do all that headache for me. What's your song about, etc. Okay, and check this out. It's telling me exactly what to paste. Okay, the style, the language, the song, the title, and what are we missing? I don't think we are missing anything. So what I do, I copy this and I come back here and I paste this in. A late night emotional lofi track about being alone, deep in thought, reflecting life and memories in quiet moments. The music should sound calm, slightly melancholic and peaceful, like sitting by a window at night with the rain falling outside. No vocals or very minimal soft vocal textures only. Okay, perfect. I come back, style section. This controls the output. I come back. Now I can choose all of these. That we've got so many to choose from. Or you could put one or two items or styles here and you could enhance with the AI. I don't need to do that. I'm ready to go. I paste. Check this out. It's told me everything. Languages. I've got so many languages I can choose from. Right? I can have this so many different languages, but I'm going to stick with English. I'm going to generate. Okay, now we have all of our verses, chorus, verse, chorus. We need the music name. Music name, perfect. It's already done it for me. Okay, I come back here. 2 a.m. thoughts. Create music. Yes, anyone that's going to be tuning in now or at work, etc., there will be a replay of this, so you can watch this later on. So now what we're doing, you can see this is the one that I created 20 hours ago. That was the same, the one that I showed you on the channel. And you can see it's a simple process, right? It took us no time at all. You don't have to use AI, but just even creating the audio or the music, we can easily type in. You can type in what's the song about? Hey, heartbreak. That's it. Type of style, pop. Okay, and that's it. It takes no time. Like, okay, actually, let me show you. So, what's this song about? Being happy. Style. Let's just do pop. I'll show you, so I can enhance it with the AI. And what it'll do, it'll expand upon that. You see, give me different enhanced style tags where we can use, and we can change things around. Okay, we can take from, or we can use as is. And check this out. Generate. And based on that, it didn't take no time at all. It shows you how quick this is. My demo. Okay. Agree. Create music. Generate. Done. And whilst that's generating, guess what? We have our other one ready. About 4 minutes. Perfect. Very nice. So I can download. I've got a copy of that now downloaded. Now you don't have to do this, but I'm going to just show you what I did on my workflow, okay? And we'll show you the other versions as well. So I can come back to Artistly, right? And with Artistly, I can go to the AI design agents. I can go to music storyboard. I can take my music track and I can drag and drop. Okay. And now that's done, I can type in anything, whatever you want it to be. But let's just say oil painting, right? Yeah, you could just mention if you don't want lyrics, just tell it no lyrics. Or what you can do, if you come here, everybody, you can go to create instrumental as well. Okay, with instrumentals, there's absolutely no lyrics at all, and you can put that on there. Okay. So I'm just going to show you this one. And so anyone thinking, what did I just do there? So Artistly AI has something called the music storyboard. And what it allows you to do is take the track from Clone Voice AI, you drag and drop into the music storyboard. It will scan through the audio. And what will happen? You then designate a selected style. So you've got so many different styles to choose from, whether it's cyberpunk, anime. I mean, you can even go to the art illustrator and you can see, you can have different styles, pixel styles, 2D, Pixar, comic book style, digital art, illustration, manga, etc., etc. Right? You get the gist of it. Okay. So you could do all of these different styles, and then you get an output. So once it's assessed the music track, it will create imagery based on your song. Okay, so if I go personal designs now, you'll see, check this out. based on my song, it's giving me all these images, and they're going to be all oil-based paintings. Right? Can everyone see that? I mean, it's not a complicated process, but you can see, right? Okay, those ones are still processing. Okay, so give that a few moments anyway, but you can see as I go down, let me actually revert this back to 100%. It is generating imagery, okay, for the entirety of the track. And remember, the track is 4 minutes long. I haven't had to lift a finger. But remember at the start of this session, what did I say? What was the one thing we discussed? You do not need to create multiple different clips. You can just have one or two images, a simple photo, a loop photo, a live action loop video, a looped AI clip, a AI clip that is focused just on a location, okay? Or you target a region or a movie. That's it. You don't need to create these long styles, but I just wanted to show you the flexibility. If you have these, if you want to have that advanced level, fine. You don't have to. Or I'll tell you something even better, because you can, remember we mentioned some of these videos that we saw, or these examples, what they would do, I can find some of the best images from here, a bunch of them. I can use 3, 5, or 6. It doesn't matter. And I can just keep repeating them on loop. And that's it. So look at this. It's done all of my images in what? It took no time at all. Especially, when we're on, I've got multiple windows. I'm streaming as well at the same time. It affects bandwidth, So it's being able to do that whilst we're juggling everything else. Now, what I do, I go to Video Express. I go to Import Media, Import from Artistly. And check this out. Look how easy my job is. It's done everything for me. Check this out. I select all the images that I want. I don't need to do all of them. I can select the best ones that I want to leave, or I can do all of them. Depends. Right? It depends on what you want to do. You don't need to make it complicated. You have that choice of just creating a couple of images or a range of images. It's just about that flexibility, because whether you have loads of images or you don't have loads of images, that one image, they still perform. We saw the views, hundreds of thousands of views, just one image that's not even moving, just a bit of text overlay. So what we'll do, we're just going to allow this just to process. I think I got excited and I pressed too many images. Maybe we should have just done a few just to show you a test. But what I was able to do, which I'm going to show you very shortly, also makes the process a lot fun and easier. So we'll give that a few moments anyway. Okay, as we're allowing that to load, let's open another window. Okay. Wow. Image, my Artistly images. Okay, perfect. They come through, yeah? So this is what you do. I go to create with AI. This is how quickly I did it as well when I made my own ones, right? Excuse me. Okay, I go to image to video, select an image, my Artistly images. And what I do, I start one by one. Okay, I just boost it. And check this. This is the prompt. Now, what I can do, which is fascinating enough, if you want to create a range of videos, you can. But what you can do, you can take this prompt and you can make it whatever you want. So I can go back here to AI and I can say, oh, where's it gone? Oh, no, I don't want to. So see what it's done? It's actually taking that prompt and it's going to start generating an image. But we don't want to do that, do we? So I want to do this. Can you take this prompt and convert into a video action prompt? Just have some birds flying, or maybe just raining. Okay. So use this as if you okay, some of the tools. So we'll come back here, we'll test it out. It's all about testing. Remember, it's just a prompt. And let's see if it'll go through. Okay, because normally, obviously, we have like a couple of paragraphs. Can you redo the prompt like this? I want it more like this, okay? Okay, while we're waiting for that, just copy that, come back, create. Okay, and this is the faster way. This is the other way where you don't even need to touch anything. I go choose, I go to photorealistic, check this out, create video. That's it. Don't worry about the video action prompt. You don't have to. You can keep it simple and it'll figure something out itself. I go to the next one. Okay, create video. So straight away I can see I don't need to do anything. Everything's already done for me because it's all in the prompting. So I can find which ones are good. If I want, let's just do this. And photorealistic. And there you go. Choose image, artistly. Ah, the fire in the background. It's moving. Okay. So what we do, we just go and see how long we're going to take on here. Okay, so check this out now. If I put him here, okay, but I'm not going to do that yet. First, I go to import media. I select import from Clone Voice AI. I come to a drop down to the right where it says audio. I select music. And then I can find my file here as indicated 2 a.m. thoughts. I drag and drop. Sorry, import selected first. And once that's done, I go to the folder, my Clone Voice AI, 2 a.m. thoughts, and I put it on the second timeline. Check this out. Now, how quick of a process was that? Let's be honest. Now I go to my media library. I select my AI videos. Now let's have a look. We've got the first one done. Okay, check this out. Got another version of that as well. Let's have a look which one looks good. So we can see which one, because remember I made a couple of versions and it's about the video action prompt. So this one, you can see there's a bird at the top. If I focus more on it, clean it out a little bit. Okay, so you can see all those others are getting churned out right now, and you can do it very, very quickly. Okay, oh look, we've got the other ones coming here. So we've got the lady there. We've got this gentleman here. Wow, okay, you saw how quick that was. I remember I made more than one just to see the version of it. Okay. Okay. And it goes on and on and on. Now, a couple of things that you can do that was mentioned in the document. Okay. So number one, if I go to Video Express, I can go to text animations. I can add lower thirds, anything like that. Or I can add tiles, something called tiles. So if I add tiles here, let me show you what that look like. Let's have a look. Tiles. Oops. Okay. Once I do that, right click, we go to edit, and we can put the text on there, all right? So if you have the name of the song, your name here, or music title here, okay? You can put the music title here, etc., and you can put maybe your name, etc., okay? A couple of options you can do that we saw. Even with the title, if you remember, if it's the scene, it could be in the middle, right? Even with something like this, we can do different fonts. And once we do it, there's nothing stopping us. We could slightly adjust it. Okay, we could add image there, whatever. So it's just customizing it, right? Now, so look. Okay. Now, if you come down here, this is something that you might want also, you don't have to, but something called like audio waves. So you remember these green audio waves, you can just simply go to the link and you can go find it yourself. You can get this as a free download, okay? Something like that if you wanted to. Could be entire video if you wanted it. But for this, if I go to media library, let's have a look. Maybe I have it already. I go to videos. Here we go. Now I've got this. I can place this. Okay, I place this here. Okay, now what you've seen is taking the whole video, right? I don't want it. Well, my video has now disappeared. So what I'm going to do is go to filters, select green screen, and we're going to apply green screen to it. It'll pop up. We'll select setup, and we can adjust similarity and blend it a little bit more. And you can see it's green still, isn't it? So what we do, we just what we have to keep doing is slightly adjust it until we're happy with it, until we're happy with the colors. Okay, so we can keep doing it. We can keep doing it. And what will happen? I know we got the tile there. If I remove the tile, check this out. Right? How cool does that look? We can have that on our track. Okay. So we could have our title come in. And then there would be a transition. Etc. Etc. Okay. Right. Right. Is everybody okay? So you've seen that. We've saw how we're able to create long form videos from the storyboard. Now, if we go back to a document, let's have a look at some of these images: simple photos, looped animated photos, live action, etc., etc. Now, what you can do, and I'm going to show you some of this stuff that I've already created, and I'll show you how you can do it. Also, if I go to my AI videos, I'm going to show you a couple of them. So I've got. Remember, he was on the beach, and we've got some good ones here as well. I'll show you a mixture of ones that I was able to create. So check this. Remember we saw the Bruce Lee one where he was on, let's have a look, loot. There we go. Be like water. Okay, let's find this one now. Let's go open this. Okay, so you got the waterfall. Remember this one? So we go Video Express, and you can see the details of it. Here is the prompt for it. Okay, so I was able to take the image, and actually I'll show you. Why not show you how I did it? Let's have a look. How did we do it? Let's have a look. Let me remember how I did it. Now I remember how I did it about. So we find Bruce Lee. There be water, right? Aha. Okay, so we go so we found his video. Okay, that's fine. Let it load. This is the horrible thing when you're streaming so many windows. Okay, so I'm going to go to share, copy. I'm going to go to Artistly, AI design agents, YouTube thumbnails, and I'm going to paste. Check this out. Look at that. Generate the prompt. (16 by 9) and generate thumbnail. Now I've done the thumbnail. You'll see one I made earlier in the kitchen. Here we have some versions. Okay. And you can see it says be water there as well. Okay, we can make different versions, and you'll see some of the ones be water. Okay, it's modeled and replicated it. Okay. Now I can go to Video Express. I can import those images, and then from the prompt here, you can see I update the prompt. So what I do originally, what I did with this one, if I go here, I take this prompt, I can take into AI and I can extend it. I mean, all right, let's go here. I take it to AI. Okay. I need you to update this, keep everything as is, but just animate the waterfall so I can insert this into Video Express AI as an video action prompt. That's it. Okay. So if I want, I can redesign that. Obviously, it's already done. But if I was doing it for the first time, there's also text in there I can change. But let's just go for this one. Let's go video length booster. I want a bit longer. And that's it. Now, check this out, everybody. So we saw that image of that one. And remember we saw Peaky Blinders. You saw the guy who's sitting there. So I can now bring all of that stuff to life using Video Express. So check this out. Look at the waterfall using Video Express. Look at this guy now. Now, I made a couple of versions just to test it, but you can see the smoke, right, from the cigarette, him smoking. And there is another version as well. Remember this? Check this out. That we saw the Persia, you know, the locations. Check this nice animation title there, Sound of Persia. We could just loop this again and again and again. Or make a couple of clips and just loop them all together. And here we have, this is a much better version where his cigarette's in the cup and the smoke's coming out, right? And we can put this on a loop. Maybe the smoke's not coming from his mouth, but it's just come from the cigarette and it's just sitting there. Right? You get it? So if I go back to the media library, my AI videos. So if I was just doing his or hers, I would just, essentially this is what I would do if I just wanted to create that one static image. Let's say you just have to have that one image, right? And as the song's playing, you can see on the bar. That's it. We saw examples. They were garnering hundreds of thousands of views. No difference. Okay, so remember, if I go to import audio, import from Artistly, let's see, we saw all of this. This is the new one we just did. I import. I go to create with AI, image to video, select my Artistly images here. Here we have it. I'll do photorealistic. I like that one. Video length booster. And that's the video action prompt. And create video. So with the video action prompt, you can sculpt it and change it as you want, put it into AI and make those edits, or you can leave as is. It just depends. But remember, you don't need to make things complicated. Leave it as if you want. Just want to make that a simple alteration. Go to ChatGPT. It's completely free. It'll help you edit the prompt, make it very easy so you can copy and paste and use that one image. You get your music file, drag and drop, and you're done. That's it. And then all you do, you just keep adding your clips. And once you're done with that clip, you'll just go ahead and save and export. And look, this one's done. Let's have a look. We've got a couple of versions. Let's have a look at this version here. Okay, Be Water. So we've got two versions there that we're working on. Okay. So with this, let me show you also, whilst we're here, let me show you something else. Okay. So before I forget, now, once you've done that, let's just say, let's just start this from new now, yeah? I don't want to save that. Open this one. Now, see this video that I done, this example that you saw on the channel. Oh. Okay, so this is going to be some important things to remember, right? So we've got my channel, or my song that I created with the channel. This one there, you've seen all that, fine. Now, when you come here to Clone Voice AI, let's go to my audios. Just another recap, because I've seen it in the comments as well. Instrumentals. If you come to the three dots, from the drop down, create instrumental SFX effects. You can create instrumentals here, sound name, describe the sound you want. You can have instrumental or non-instrumental. It's completely up to you, and the duration you can control. Now, when you come to your music, my audios, when you download it, I'm going to tell you something. There's something called DistroVid. Okay, I think there's a whole number of different ones of them, and as you scroll down, let me show you. There's a link there for it. There's some other ones you can do, or you can search in Google. Have your music distributed to multiple platforms. Okay, so you don't need to get stuck thinking I just need to. Again, this is just an optional extra. These platforms you do have to pay for. I think I done this yesterday where I think I paid £20, probably about $25 or something like that. Where it will essentially take your one music track. So here, this is what's on there, right? So if I go to my music now, and I'll show you exactly the steps I had to do. I thought it can't be that hard, can it? So allow that to, let's wait for this to load. So yeah, there's something called DistroKid, and what that allows you to do is when you upload just all the basic information, all of that stuff, it'll actually it will propagate it, it will syndicate it to multiple different platforms out there. Well, it can't be that hard, can it? Okay, come on. I know we're on a stream. Don't let me down. There we go. So check this out. This here is the track that we create. I put an album thumbnail for it. You'll see this in the document here. Should see it somewhere. There you go. This is the one. Late night focused. And look, once I created that information, it published it to all of these sites. And what it does, that every person that obviously, depending on how many people listen to it and stuff, there's an incentive, isn't it? Revenue share. So there's a split. Okay. So you can see this is my track here. If I click it, let's see if I can get into the breakdown of it and show you, all the bits step by step. So we'll give that a few moments because I know. Let's close these then. Maybe these things do slow everything down. So please bear with us. Okay, so as we're waiting for that one, as we go down, let's have a look. You see the plans here. Oh, we go straight to the bank. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's not loading. But as we're waiting anyway, let's just go back here. I just want to show you one thing. If we go to Pixabay, yes, we want to go here. If I copy this, let me show you this actually. Ah, here we go. We've got this opened up now. If I go here, let's just say, let's see, this side, okay? Well, actually, let's see if Heartbreak comes up. Okay, that's a good one. She's crying, okay, sad, emotional. Free download. Let's go ahead and download that. Okay, say thanks. Okay, available for hire. Okay, great. Now go to Video Express, Media Library. I'll go to My Videos, select Upload File, find that file, drag and drop. Upload. So I'm just showing you how quick this process is. That if you just want to get a couple of clips, make one clip, let Video Express create the clips for you, that's fine. So you've got all of these available avenues to you, but show the process is very, very fast indeed. Okay, once that's done, check this out now. If I start this new, come here, drag and drop. Look how quick that was. Okay. Now, if I want, I can actually get more clips and obviously add them and put a compilation in there. Okay, so if I go back here now, because it's loaded, you can see, look, I uploaded this yesterday, the 23rd. It's a record label. Wow, okay, I'm a producer now. This single was successfully processed and delivered to the stores. Check out this, delivered to 23 streaming platforms and stores. You get 100% split. Okay, see history. There's extra stuff that you can do. We're going to leave that for the time being. And yeah, you can enhance it. So you can see this is legitimate. So if I was doing this for the first time, let's go to upload music. So we've got, let's just do this, download my demo. But you can't go wrong. Do you see that? 23 streaming platforms. I mean, depending on the package that you get, you can actually see stats. I didn't get that one. So I'll probably have to upgrade. If I do want to see stats, I could just upgrade to get the one that actually shows, you know, what is actually happening. Otherwise, you'll just have to go to bank and just check if you're getting paid. But, you know, for me to go to every single one individual and upload, no, I just don't want that headache. But, you know, the main ones, you've got Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You know, those ones really pop out for me there. Here we go. So this is what it would look like when you're doing this for the first time. You've got all these different services you can select, or you don't have to select. Okay, it's completely up to you. Number of songs. Has the single ever been released before? No. Spotify, yep, okay. You can see, look, you can have your own artist band name, which you put in there, you put the name in. Artist already on Instagram, no, doesn't yet have a profile on Instagram, so you can make one. Okay, and it's kind of guiding you as well if you don't have these things to make sure you have them, because that's the last thing you want to do. Someone else takes your name. So you have language, the genre that you're going to choose, album cover, you'll see the dimensions you're going to put in there, the song title. And if I'm honest, I didn't need the headache of doing all this. I can ask AI. I can just take all the information, copy and paste, tell me exactly how to fill it out. Okay, I drag and drop. Look, you saw the file MP3. I just drag and drop it there. I get an image made by Artistly, and then song name. You know, the songs you put on the name of there, and also you'll need producer names. So you're like a producer as well. Any issues, it will tell you exactly what you need to get filled out. If you ever get confused, just you can ask ChatGPT and it'll tell you exactly how to fill it out. So you'll never get stuck. Okay. I did the exact same process, and it took no time at all. And then obviously hit all these boxes. Okay, that's fine. And then you have track. Here's my first track. So you keep adding and adding and adding. So, you know, part of a record label. So having said that, you know, we've covered a lot of things. I want to try to keep this at about 90 minutes because I know it goes over. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we will conclude because we've gone over quite a lot. I know sometimes it gets overwhelming, but some of the key things, as a reminder, you'll have access to this document. We've looked at simple photos, looped animated photos, live action loop videos, looped AI clips, all the other resources you can use, even audio waves, and then how to put them in. We've looked at how to find a genre using AI as well to help you, and then create music based on that. There's so much you can create on that, isn't it? Okay, and then you can also get that syndicated. You can use Video Express to create those visual elements to it in conjunction with Artistly, or use a one image, bring it to life. Okay, so if I go to Media Library, let's go to my AI videos. You can see here's the other version that we created. Okay, gives you slight movement with moving. So I'll show you that before. So apart from that, then, has everybody had a great time today? Please let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to enter them. But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, other key things are the main app we've looked at, obviously, using create music is going to be Clone Voice AI. That link will be in the description. The team will put it also into the chat box so you can review it as well. Also in this document, if you scroll down, you'll see that there at the bottom there as well. Okay, so you can get access to that there. So yeah, what else is there? Another key thing is obviously subscribe, notification bell. Other apps, we looked at Clone Voice, we've looked at Video Express. If you do want to actually, you know what, while we're on the topic, I think it's better to just cover this as well. If you do wish to create, you know that we talk about singing videos and things like that. Okay, if you want to create like guitar level stuff, you can go to Talking Photos AI. You can select create video. You could do singing videos. With the singing videos, you can not only be singing, but you can also use an instrument. Okay, so you can actually use an instrument and you can create it both in different aspect ratios, whether it's mobile or desktop. You can do that. That's not a problem. You can have an image. You can place that, and you can have your character playing those instruments for your videos if you want to add that. Okay. Okay, remember Pixabay, all the resources are going to be there. So I can see, let me put the link on there then. So Clone Voice AI, and you'll have all the other links. So let me know. I can, well, actually, not late. I can see the comments. So as long as everybody's had a fun, enjoyable time, it's been an absolute pleasure to have every single one of you on today. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's session as much as I have. I wanted to get the sweet spot around 90 minutes. I know we've gone slightly over, because I know sometimes a bit longer can be overwhelming, and then you get kind of burnt out or you get distracted. So as long as you understand, you're able to, if you have to replay the video, go through it again, and be comfortable with it. Any questions, please don't hesitate in the Facebook group. You can also access to that with the link ponder.com/Facebook. If you want to promote any of the products that we've discussed today, or you want to review them, you can actually go over to ponder.com, where you can see all the other products under the suite. And if you do feel those are something that you would love to recommend to others, and also maybe whilst doing so, make a commission, you can also be ambassadors or affiliates for those products. You can certainly go check those out. Okay, so all of those links will be made available to you. Okay, so what I'll do, that resource document will be added to the description of this channel, the YouTube videos you're watching. So please give it a little bit of time. That will be done within the next couple of hours, if not straight away. But apart from that, thank you every single one of you. Let us know in the link. The document link is not in the bottom of the description. It will be by the end of this video. It will be added, so don't worry, don't stress. As soon as this we finish this video, I'll go and make sure that gets added, so don't stress. Okay, so just as we go, just let the team, well, thank you to every single one of the team that has been here and assisting. So I really do hope everyone has enjoyed it and take some kind of information from it where they can implement it. Okay, and depending on Clone Voice, there will be possibly, not possibly, let me just check, there should be 10% discount as well that you can obtain. So if you go and type in even clone, let's just double check it, clone, you get $21 off, so you can go check that out. Okay, Video Express as well, all the links you can go check out, all part of it. So thank you everybody for attending. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's session, and then until next time, shall see you next week. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go off and get this document added onto the description field for you now. Okay, unless there's anything else. No, I think we've covered quite a lot. Okay, so please make sure, if you do create your videos, any music tracks, please feel free. We encourage you wholly to come in the group, the Facebook group. Show the projects you're working on, the channels that you're creating, the music that you're generating. Would absolutely be thrilled to love it, and also that will allow other people to come and engage with your videos and your music channels, and you'll get more views with that, and that would also adjust with the algorithm. Okay. Okay. All right then, everyone. I'll go add that document now. From me, until next week, have a good, lovely weekend. All right, take care. Bye-bye.